India's Chief of Defence Staff has said that the initial structure and responsibilities of the Air Defence Command have been prepared, and the first integrated Tri-Services Command will be established by June 2020, which will be headed by an officer of the Indian Air Force, with an aim to combine the resources of the three services under one command, to protect the airspace of the entire country. The newly created Department of Military Affairs will be headed by the Chief of Defence Staff, and this department will also give preference to domain experts from the Ministry of External Affairs, Defence Research and Development Organisation and the Indian Space Research Organisation. According to latest media reports, the Indian Air Force is working to tighten rules to prevent its pilots from leaving the service and joining private airline companies which offers 4 times the salary. The Director General of Centre for Air Power Studies has said that an Air Force pilot gets into operational flying after training for at least 300 hours in different aircraft, and the Air Force cannot afford to let trained people go, and other global air forces are also struggling with the same issues. Ahead of US President Donald Trump's visit to India, a top government official have said that India is deeply interested in acquiring the US drone technology, and India will move ahead with the Predator deal with the US during the visit, only if the drones are as effective as the ones used by the US forces. India's Ministry of Defence and Pentagon are working together to customize a standardized version of the Predator, to be used by all 3 Indian armed services, and it is important that the sophisticated systems can be integrated with current service platforms and systems. Russian officials have confirmed that India will receive its first shipment of S-400 systems by September 2021, and the $5 billion deal will move ahead despite US warnings that such a purchase could trigger sanctions under the CAATSA. They also said that apart from better range and performance, the S-400 Triumph is much cheaper than American systems, as one S-400 battery costs $500 million, as compared to $1 billion for one battery of American Patriot system, and $3 billion for the THAAD system, and the US contracts also come with extensive and expensive maintenance deals. Hindustan Aeronautics has requested the Indian government for permissions to go ahead on the ambitious project to build an indigenous medium-lift helicopter that will replace all imports in that class for the Indian Armed Forces. The chairman of Hindustan Aeronautics has said that Indian multi-role helicopter project is expected to cost over 10,000 crore rupees, and it will be able to operate with 2 different engines, so that it does not remain dependent on any one source. The program will require a heavy-duty engine in the 2,500 horsepower class to be manufactured locally in India, given the large scale of potential orders. Top experts have said that the Indian multi-role helicopter should be ready by 2027, as the Air Force will start to replace its fleet of imported Mi-17 from 2027.